Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. In this video, I want to tell you about our current tool kit and tool bag that we use for camping. Now, I already posted a video about our camp tools a couple of years ago, but since then we've upgraded a lot and we've added some additional tools. And so I wanted to show you the tools that we're using today and tell you the things that we use them for. Hope you enjoy this video. First of all, we got a new DeWalt tool bag that is much lighter than our old tool box. It is 16 inches long and has 33 pockets for organizing small tools. And so it's much easier now to quickly find the tool that I want when I need it. So let me show you the tools that I use and tell you how I use them. First, I've got a stuff sack that is filled with bundles of 3mm cord. First, there's a bundle of small pieces of utility cord that are about 1 foot to 1.5 feet long. Second, there's a bundle of guy lines that I used to use for our tarp shelter, but I haven't used them in over a year and probably will discard this bundle from our tool bag soon. Third, there's a bundle of cord that's all cut 10 feet long, and they are used to make clotheslines, to tie tablecloths onto tables, to extend guy lines to reduce tripping hazard, and for any other task that may arise on a particular trip. At one end of the cord is a permanent overhand loop that can be used to lasso the line around a tree or to attach a second line. And finally, there's a bundle of 5-foot long utility cords that are also used for the same purpose. Next, I've got an Estwing Camper's Axe 14. I like this particular hatchet for 4 reasons. First, the head and the shaft are made from a single piece of steel, so I don't have to worry about the head flying off or overstrike damage. Second, the head is hardened so it can be used as a hammer. Third, the side cheek is relatively flat and makes it very easy to drive in tent stakes. Let me show you how I drive a tent stake in. To start, I'll use the flat side of my axe to drive it in almost all the way. And then if I need to, I can use the pole to drive it the rest of the way. And fourth, the side cheek has a slight convex curvature, which makes it very easy to split firewood into stove wood and kindling. But on longer trips, I'll take my small boy's axe because it is much more comfortable when splitting large amounts of firewood. Oh, and I also want to mention that the head has a notch that can be used for pulling out tent stakes. And now let me show you how I use this tent stake hook to pull out my tent stakes. I've got a pair of gloves, and I use these gloves when splitting firewood, when handling hot pots, and when working around the fire. I've got 24 10-inch nail type stakes. Some of them still have this plastic tip, but the plastic tip is broken off of many, but I've got some washers here that I put on the top of the nail stake if I need it. I've got some other tools. First of all is a small trowel that I use for cleaning out fireplaces and for moving hot coals when I'm baking in my Dutch oven. I have a whisk broom that Ava uses sometimes to clean out the floor of our tent and clean off our picnic table. I have a small crowbar that I can use for moving hot grill grates, for stirring the fire, and for lifting the lid of our Dutch oven. I've got a small hand rake that I use for raking sticks and rocks and pine cones away from the place where we're going to set up our tent. And I also use it for cleaning out dirty fire rings. Here's a better view of those last four tools. And finally, I've got a microfiber towel that I use for cleaning off the picnic table and for wiping dew off the side of our tent. Let me show you what I've got in my front outside pockets. First of all, I've got two plastic filling wedges. We use these wedges primarily to split pieces of wood that are very hard to split. And as you can see, the edges are nicked from a lot of use. We like these plastic fill-in wedges better than the iron splitting wedges because the plastic wedges are much lighter and easier to carry in the tool bag, and because they can be easily driven in by either an axe pole or another piece of wood. Another use of these wedges is to level up picnic tables or stoves that are otherwise not level. I also have a couple of pair of small channel lock pliers, and use these pliers primarily to pull out tent stakes that are difficult to pull out of the ground. They can also be used to handle hot pots and plates around the stove. And we have two of them in case we misplace one. And finally, I have a multi-tool with pliers and screwdrivers and other things that I might need to fix various different things around the campsite. On this hook, I have an assortment of small carabiners that I may need when setting up camp. And then I've also got some washers that I use for my tent stakes if I need them. Now let me show you a couple of things I've got in the outside back pockets. Got some larger carabiners over here, and I've got some hair ties that I use for holding my tent poles together to keep them from flopping around when I pack them. I've got a roll of Gorilla Tape, flattened. I've got some clips, small clips that I use for clothespins on a clothesline and also for closing potato chip bags. And finally, I've got a small tape measure that I can use for measuring various different things. Now let's look and see what's packed in the inside back pockets. First of all, I've got some grommet repair kits, large grommets here and smaller grommets in this one. I have a Baco Laplander folding saw that really cuts well. I've got a Mora knife that I use for whittling and processing wood. And I've got a small buck knife, a very lightweight buck knife that I use as a neck knife in camp. I also have some shoestrings in case I need to tie up anything. And I have a couple of tent pole repair tubes. And finally, let's look at the inside front pockets. Here I've got an awl and some thread in case I need to sew something big up. I have a small sewing kit for clothing. I have a Thermarest mattress pad repair kit in case we spring a leak. And I have a can of WD-40, which I can use for various different things. One thing is to keep my saw good and slippery so that it saws well. Oh, and I almost forgot. My cell phone has a compass, a calculator, and an app for measuring from one point to another distant point, so I can measure the size of campsites with it. And that about sums up the contents of our tool bag. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this little video, and I hope that it's given you some ideas about a tool or two that you might want to add to your camping tool bag. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping. For more information about camp tools and other camping equipment, please subscribe to this channel. Visit my newly revised website and watch this other video that's featured below. Thanks for watching.